My first target is usually based on just looking to the left. It's really that simple. Just when you enter a trade, look to the left. So let's zoom out a bit. Look to the left and see what you see on the left. So in this case, okay, I'm entering this trade. I look to the left and I see this. So when price came down to here last time, it kind of got stuck in this area. So that's a little worrying. What happened there that caused price to get stuck? And I'll scroll back a bit more. In this case, we don't really have any more data that's worth viewing, so we won't. But my first target, it tends to be roughly halfway between the two support resistance areas. So these are the two support resistance areas. I tend to go around about halfway between them, because when price moves, it tends to push up and then slow down when it gets No, I actually came up with a better way to explain this. And I'm going to explain it now. Can I get a different color on this tool? Oh yeah, I can. Awesome. Alright, think about it like this, okay? I'm not going to get back to yellow before it's yellow. Alright, think about it like this. My first target tends to be around about halfway, around about here-ish. And the reasoning for that is, this is a support area. So this is an area for the buyers. The further price moves away from the area for the buyers, the weaker the buyers get. The closer it approaches the resistance area for the sellers, the stronger the sellers get. So when it starts to hit the halfway, you'll find a lot of the time the price starts to stall a little bit. Because, buyers are getting weaker, sellers are getting stronger, price starts to stall. It doesn't usually stop and turn around at this point, but it does start to stall, and sometimes it can stop and turn around. So that's why I tend to take up my first target roughly here. When price starts to get too far from the support area, buyers start to get weaker, close out my first half. I then move my stop loss to break even, so that's the entry point. I move my stop loss to the entry point, and the rest of the position remains open, and I allow that to hit the next target. Yeah, Christian, and it's not only about doing halfway between the support resistance areas. It's also just by looking at where price has stalled in the past. Most times you'll find that it is halfway between, but if you just look to the left for areas of congestion between two support resistance areas, it kind of gives you an idea of where price is going to stall next time. You just look at areas of congestion where price got held up last time, and it's likely that price is going to get held up there again. It's something I call minor support resistance. So the support resistance area isn't strong enough to actually place on your chart as a proper support resistance area, but it's a form of minor support resistance. Price might get stuck here when it moves up, so it's safe to take part of your position out there, move your stop loss to break even, and then let the rest run. And if it runs all the way up, fantastic. If it comes back down and hits your stop loss, which is set at your entry, then you still make profit on the trade. Someone asked what my success rate is with this strategy. It's well over 50%.